They thought that by betraying you, your whole world would collapse. They believed they would break you, see you as weak and powerless. In their eyes, you were only a fleeting victim. But what they didn't realize was that in committing betrayal, they were actually shaking the foundation of their own lives. Every act of wrongdoing first touches the soul of the wrongdoer. Stoic philosophy teaches us that no matter what others do, if you possess inner calm, stability, and strong willpower, no harm can truly bring you down. On the contrary, you grow stronger. The blow they strike at your life becomes, in essence, a sword turned against their own destiny. They plan your destruction, but they sign their own downfall. True revenge is not won through hatred, but through silence. True strength is not in shouting, but in remaining calm. Because justice always stands beside the patient. Real power does not lie in taking revenge, it lies in being untouchable. This is not just a story. It is your rise, the saga of your strength. If you want to grow your inner strength, like this video, share it with your loved ones, and join our channel to discover more deep Stoic lessons in the future. Here we don't just explain, we grow stronger, wiser, and untouchable together. Betrayal can shake a person's life like a powerful earthquake. Often the betrayer assumes that when they betray you, you will inevitably become angry, lash out, and accuse them. They want to see your tears, your moments of weakness, because your collapse would make them feel powerful. But when you approach the situation from a Stoic perspective, all their plans fall apart. Silence is not merely the absence of speech. Silence is one of the strongest responses to injustice. When you remain silent, you are, in essence, saying, "I do not consider your worthless act worthy of a response." This creates an invisible mirror within them. When they do not receive the reaction they expected, they face their own conscience, and this becomes a burden too heavy to bear. Remember, silence is never weakness. Many believe that not responding is defeat. On the contrary, staying calm is the clearest demonstration of self-confidence, inner strength, and stability. Anyone can shout, anyone can speak in anger, but not everyone can protect their power. Through silence, silence is your sword, and patience is your shield. Sometimes words change nothing. No matter how much a person explains, if the other side refuses to understand, the message never reaches them. But silence is a wordless reply. This reply is so powerful that even the most stubborn person struggles to stand against it. The human mind seeks to fill the void. When you stay silent, they repeatedly ask themselves, why didn't they respond? Was it worthless to me? Or did they choose a stronger path? These questions ignite a fire within them. In truth, silence is the calmest form of revenge. You do not argue, yet their thoughts burn them. You say nothing, yet their conscience keeps them awake at night. When they expect to see you weak, you rise even higher through silence. Because silence is the weapon of those who believe in their own strength. The Stoics said, if your enemy speaks against you, their greatest desire is for you to respond. When you do not respond, they are already defeated. This is a simple truth. The betrayer feeds off your reaction. But when you do not react, they begin to destroy themselves. Silence is also your form of self-protection. Every argument, every attempt to explain wastes your energy. That energy could be directed toward improving yourself, enhancing your life. Your silence is a statement to your own life. I am more important. Remember, the greatest destructive force is never hatred or anger. The greatest destructive force is giving no response at all. Silence exposes all fears and pangs of conscience within a person. So if someone betrays you one day, your first step should not be to argue, shout, or prove yourself. Simply remain silent, stay calm, trust the flow of life. For as long as you stay silent, their voice will grow louder inside them, and the harshest punishment will come from their own conscience. One of the truths the Stoics emphasized most is this: life has its own law of balance. In other words, the universe forgets nothing, and no action goes unanswered. A person reaps what they sow. This law is unwritten, yet it manifests in everyone's life. The person who betrays you may seem strong at first glance. They may think they have won, that you are weak. But in reality, they are creating an invisible debt in their own life. Every wrong step, every ill intention leaves a mark on one's destiny. They do not see it now, but in the future, they will confront the consequences of their actions. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to be ruled by our emotions. Stay calm, protect your strength, for the universe's justice will act sooner or later. Even without anger, without cursing, life will make their path so difficult that they will be forced to face the consequences of what they have done. We see this in daily life. A person deceives another, breaks their trust, yet later experiences the same betrayal themselves. For anyone who tramples on trust loses it over themselves as well. Whether in friendship, love, or work, this law is immutable. Once trust is broken, a person's name is forever questioned. And this is the answer given by the universe. The betrayal done to you returns to them in various ways. Sometimes, it shows up in their relationships. They can no longer fully trust anyone, nor can anyone fully trust them. Sometimes, it manifests in their career. Someone accustomed to deceit never achieves lasting and solid success. Distrust becomes their character. They carry this mark in every aspect of life. The remarkable thing is, you do not intervene in their life at all. You simply remain calm and continue on your path. Life itself determines their fate. It is an invisible court of justice. The judge is the law of the universe. Remember, those who do good are never harmed. True, the results may not appear immediately, but in the long run, those who act rightly, remain loyal and trust, grow stronger and happier. Those who do evil drown in the poison they have created. This is not merely philosophy, it is reality confirmed by life's experience. If someone betrays you and breaks your heart, never seek revenge. Their destiny is already written by their own hands. They have poisoned their own future through their deeds. Your task is simple: be patient, protect your inner strength, and trust the flow of life. For the greatest punishment is your calm, and the most just verdict is the law of the universe itself. When they betray you, they actually take the happiness of their own life from themselves. You, however, preserve and elevate your strength. And that is the greatest victory. The life of a betrayer turns into a silent storm. They may not feel it immediately because at first they want to appear victorious. But conscience never stays silent. Every mistake, every injustice, every breach of trust leaves deep wounds within a person's inner world. Over time, these wounds become an invisible weight that slowly destroys them. From a psychological perspective, the betrayer faces the consequences of their actions. They may think they can escape by deceiving others, but in reality they begin to consume their own soul. Every night they are alone, questions arise in their mind. Why did I do this? Why didn't I choose the right path? These questions constantly shake their conscience. Morally, the situation is even more difficult. Betrayers often try to justify their actions. They make excuses, blame others. Yet this brings them no peace. Every deceit, every betrayal returns to them like a poison. No matter how strong they try to appear, the emptiness and unrest inside them continue to grow. This also affects their external relationships. People do not trust them. Friends distance themselves. Colleagues approach them cautiously. Because once a person breaks trust, regaining it is extremely difficult. As they betray others, they spiral into unreliability in their own life. And this spiral gradually erodes them psychologically and morally. Meanwhile, you remain calm and continue on your path. Your calmness and strength expose their weakness even more. When they act badly toward you, they are in fact destroying themselves. They don't need to feel your pain because your inner peace shakes their inner world. Stoic philosophy teaches that a person should control their reaction, not external events. As long as you do not react, they are forced to fight an internal battle. Every betrayal, every injustice weakens their psychological and moral well-being. No matter how strong they try to appear, the emptiness and pangs of conscience within them make them weaker. In truth, this is the greatest lesson of their life. The betrayer eventually faces the consequences of their actions, sometimes immediately, sometimes over time. They realize that harming others only poisons their own life. You, however, remain silent. Protect your strength, rise higher, and watch as their life unravels. This is your victory. Your calmness, your strength, and your rise increase the poison in their life. They destroy their own destiny through betrayal, while you remain calm, protect your inner power, and become the master of your own life. Betrayal can be a great test in front of you. One might think it will bring you down, diminish you, but in reality, your strength and your value are not determined by their actions. Avoiding smallness demonstrates your inner strength and stability. You do not seek revenge, create noise, or engage in disputes. Instead, you remain calm and continue on your path. This is a devastating response in the eyes of those who wish to belittle you. They thought harming you would weaken you, but your silence and calmness confuse and unsettle them. By withholding the reaction they expected, you display your strength. Success in life is not measured only by material or social achievements. True success lies in inner stability and not losing yourself. Betrayers fail to understand these values. They try to feel powerful by bringing others down, but every step makes them weaker. You, however, rise by remaining calm and staying true to your values and principles. The most beautiful part of this rise is that you don't have to prove it to anyone. You manage your life, protect your inner stability, and strengthen yourself every day. Their betrayals do not harm you. On the contrary, they make you wiser and more resilient. Silence and calmness are not just defense mechanisms. They are a display of your character, self-confidence, and inner strength. A person may think that deceiving you will weaken you, but as you rise silently without anger or envy, their actions only complicate their own life. Every time you remain calm and continue on your path, their betrayal becomes more meaningless. You protect your value and strength while they face the consequences of their actions. This is the natural balance of life. You rise while they bear the results of their mistakes. Stoic philosophy teaches that the greatest victory is not defeating others, but protecting and strengthening yourself. As you rise without falling into smallness, it becomes impossible for them to see you as weak. Your silence and stability break them internally while you elevate your own life. This path is not easy, but true strength lies here. Avoiding smallness, resisting anger and hatred. These are the cornerstones of your invincibility. You rise calmly while they confront the consequences of their deeds. Your success, in contrast to their betrayal, is bright and enduring. Betrayal, trials, and challenges are part of life. But Stoic philosophy teaches that real power comes not from others' actions, but from our own responses. The more you are affected by someone else's betrayal, the weaker you become. But if you maintain your inner stability, every challenge adds strength and fortifies you further. The Stoic path relies on your inner values, discipline, and self-confidence. You do not get angry, hurt, or lose yourself because of someone else's actions. Instead, you treat their betrayal as a lesson. This lesson teaches you who to align with, who to avoid, and where to invest your energy. Inner strength also teaches you to protect yourself and focus on your own life. You cannot control others, but you can control your reactions. When a betrayer tries to break you, by staying calm and rising above, you are, in fact, confronting their life with their own weakness. This is your most powerful revenge. The Stoics say that a person's greatest wealth is their inner freedom. Betrayal, anger, jealousy, these are poisons coming from the outside world. If you protect your inner freedom, these poisons cannot touch you. By staying calm, you preserve your value and strength, while their actions only make their own lives harder. This path can be long and sometimes difficult, but each time you remain calm, keeping anger at bay, you strengthen your inner power. Each time you respond to betrayal with silence, you shape your character. Each time you stand silently against someone's ill intentions, you become untouchable. Inner strength also means self-love and self-respect. You do not lose your worth because of another's betrayal. On the contrary, their behavior highlights your power and wisdom even more. You rise, while they face the consequences of their own actions. In truth, the Stoic path teaches us that the greatest victory in life is not defeating others, but protecting and strengthening yourself. By staying calm, free of anger, and rising above, you demonstrate your true power. This is the finest example of your invincibility, wisdom, and inner freedom. Remember, life's justice, inner strength, and stability bring you victory without relying on anyone else. They may try to break you, but by remaining calm and rising, you both illuminate your own life and witness the true consequences of their betrayal. So they thought they would win by breaking you, by shrinking your world, by making you appear weak. But what they didn't know is that your calmness, inner strength, and patience already confront them with the real test of their own life. Every betrayal, every ill intention echoes within their inner world. You have risen, becoming untouchable through silence and wise action. As they try to unleash their anger, rage, and hatred upon you, they are actually destroying themselves from within. They lose trust, struggle in close relationships, and lose their inner peace. Their betrayal weakens their soul, while you gain strength from it. In fact, Stoic philosophy teaches us this: no one can break you if you preserve your inner freedom. Every betrayal, every harm, becomes a lesson of true revenge in the betrayer's own life. By remaining calm and rising, you both show your strength and see the consequences of their actions as a valuable lesson. Silence, calmness, and protecting your inner strength in the face of betrayal, that is true victory. Without succumbing to anger, but instead remaining wise and untouchable, you keep every moment of your life under your control. You grow, develop, and strengthen, while they face the consequences of their own deeds. Now remember, true victory is not defeating another. True victory is protecting yourself, preserving your inner calm and strength. You are untouchable, your calmness, every action grounded in wisdom, and your inner strength reveal the true outcome of betrayal. If you found this video helpful, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic lessons. Here, every viewer is not just a spectator, they are part of this journey. Stay silent, rise with strength, and remember, true power lies in patience, true revenge lies in calmness, and true victory lies in being untouchable. See you in the next video.